All right. Hey, welcome guys to the Thursday night team call. I'm super pumped about this call. It was fun listening to everybody chat. We've been on here for like 15 minutes just chatting about things, talking. Um, we help Wayne make sure his Facebook page is public so that people can see what's going on in there and all that stuff. So, I've been thinking all day about this team call. We're getting ready to leave on the Success Club cruise tomorrow. And here, let me hit mute again. We're getting ready to leave on this Success Club cruise tomorrow, and it made me really think back to the beginning of my journey as a coach. You've heard me talk about the day I signed up on April 11th, 2011. When my fear of knowing how to take care of my family was greater than my fear of failing as a coach, and that's when I went all in. But it was just like a day or two afterwards that I got so pissed off at work right after I became a coach. And it was because I saw a bunch of coaches on the oasis of the seas. I saw a bunch of Beachbody people with my hero at the time, Tony Horton. And I was sitting in my cubicle stressed out, right? And a little anxious because now I'm a coach officially, and I'm getting all this information. It's a little overwhelming, like we know how that is in the beginning. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because I remember that feeling I had in my cubicle. Like I'm working hard on my transformation for the past year. I've done P90X 4 times. I started a blog. I made like a transformation video on YouTube. And I'm in this cubicle. And those guys, 3,000 of those guys are on a cruise. And that's just not fair. So in a situation like that, I'm sure some of you guys have felt like that before. You can do two things. You can make some excuses about why you're not there and not try to go for it next year. Or you can say, like, that's it. Like, I'm going to be one of those people that's going to be in that situation. You got to make the choice. And once you make the choice, like, I think a lot of people don't understand what a real decision is. Like, a real decision is you make a decision, and then you go for it, and you learn the skills, and you adjust your approach as many times as it takes until you get there. A not real decision is you'll try until it gets hard, and then you'll stop. So it's important that you make a decision. And the crazy thing, I'm going to make this so simple. The crazy thing is, like, I say commitments. Not many people make commitments to their commitments is that's the phrase I want to use. So I want to tell you guys that just simply being somebody that always shows up and does what you say you're going to do, you're going to amaze your customers and your prospects. Because it's so rare that somebody stays true to their commitments 100%. So rare. Like, look around your life at people who have said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn the guitar. I'm going to run a marathon, or I'm going to do this or that. How many people actually stay true to that and work on it until they accomplish it? And I bet it's not very many. It's not very many people. And I've even seen that in my own life in other areas. Like a couple months ago, I was like, okay, I'm the backup vocalist for our band. And I'm not very confident singing, and I don't like to sing on my own, but I would like to be able to sing my own parts, right, where it's not as a backup with somebody. So I'm going to practice, and I lasted like 15 days, and then I don't know what happened. It's been like 2 months since I sat with my guitar in my office and practiced singing. So I know that even I face that. So if you can become the person that shows up every day to your business, to your 3 vital behaviors, not complicating it, but to the 3 vital behaviors, getting uncomfortable, trying new things, adjusting your approach, you're going to amaze people, right? And they're going to be attracted to that because that's something that doesn't happen that often is people showing up all the time. So my topic today, if you guys noticed, I shared, and I'm sharing it because I shared it with my Coach Basics group. My March Coach Basics group, and I was like, this is a powerful topic. I think we need to talk about it a little bit more and make a challenge to the whole team to do this. And it's going to be just like starting, like getting yourself out there. I bet for the most part, a lot of your friends have no idea why you're a coach and what you do and that they can be a part of this with you. Like 50% of them have no clue why you do what you do and what this Beachbody coach thing is that you do. So my goal by the end of this call is to help give you guys the confidence to get yourselves out there and start talking about it more publicly, because that's the only way you're going to build a business. a lot of us, including myself at times, we'll call it the 8 months before I became a coach. A lot of us are so afraid of what people will think that it's like you bought to relate this to, I like to relate it to outside Beachbody. It's like you bought the Subway franchise for your town and you took the Subway words off the sign and it's just blank and you don't ever turn the lights on and there's no sign saying when you're open and when you're closed, right? And so people don't even know what that building is. It's sitting there on the corner. It's a Subway franchise, but nobody comes in the door because there's no sign telling people what it is that's in that place. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So my goal today is that you guys get your signs up, that you turn on the open light sign. You have your business hours when people can come and benefit from this gift that you have to give people. So, but I want to go over some announcements first, but that's what we're going to talk about today. And my hope is that I can help you guys believe in yourselves a little bit more today. They say a leader is somebody that makes you do something that you wouldn't do if the leader wasn't there. So by the end of this call, I'm hoping that you guys are going to do this, and then I'll know that I'm an okay leader for you guys. Okay. So I'll start out with some announcements. First of all, April 2nd is Super Saturday. I want you to get your phone out if you haven't yet and go to your little calendar and put Super Saturday, April 2nd, and then also put an alert for like 1 week ahead and 2 weeks ahead. So it can remind you, just so that you block out that day for your Super Saturday. It's so important. Like if you've read the book GoPro, there's 7 skills to learn to become a professional network marketing professional. And promoting events is one, but promoting events also means that you go to events yourself. So Success Leaves Clues, you guys see me promoting events, right? I want you guys to know what I'm doing here. But it's also important that you're at that event as well. And I mention it every time. It's like sometimes people see what you're doing online on Facebook and they're like, I don't know if I could do that. That's some weird online cult or something. I don't know what that is. You know, right? They don't know what it is. They think it's some weird online thing you do. So if you go to Super Saturday and you take pictures of your event and working out with people in person, they're going to be like, oh, this is like a cool thing. It's like a church or something of fitness people. Like I could benefit from that. So it's important that you go to Super Saturday. So mark your calendar, make a commitment to go. The way you find out where to go is like, you can find any answer at www.coachfaq.com. Just search Super Saturday and it will pop up the details and the links and everything you need to know. Or you can just go into your Coach Online office. Within the next 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to be in the breaking news. And you can also go to the events part of the tab and you can search for it there. Someone asked a question on here. I'm going to make sure I answer it. Can we bring non-coaches? Absolutely, yes. I brought Wayne. Wayne's my newest Emerald coach. I brought him to Super Saturday in Vancouver, and he's now an Emerald coach and making videos and rocking this business. I invited him to come. Just like I invite any of my prospects to come on these team calls. I invite them to my Coach Basics calls. I invite them to team calls. I don't just wait for a coach opportunity call. I invite them in so that they can see what's going on, so they can see what kind of support they can get as a coach. So I would make it a goal. I was just going to say that. Stephanie is bringing 3 people. My goal for Super Saturday is always bring 3 guests, 3 non-coaches to Super Saturday. So make sure you're Super Saturday. Next is Summit. So go to CoachSummit2016.com. I'm going to type it in. CoachSummit2016.com. And I want you to get on the wait list to come to Summit in Nashville. 25,000 coaches. Like it's freaking incredible. Okay? It's like awesome. And by the way, like we're going to make some awesome shirts for our team. So like I want a flood of people, and it's going to have a Grizzly logo for the Face Your Grizzly thing. And it's going to be awesome. So we want you guys there. I have a goal to have 1,500 coaches from the Dynasty at this Summit event. Guys, how cool is that? What is that? That's like, I'm bad at math, so I'm not even going to try to do the percentage. But that's a big percentage of – Matt, I see you laughing at me, man. That's a big percentage. I'm proud of that. I also had a realization someone told us that, and I think it's important that you guys know this as you talk to people about joining your team and the kind of support that you guys have. We have like our entire downline of this team, of the team Dynasty, right? And it includes obviously coaches from my upline, right, from Lindsay Matway, but it's now 43,500 coaches. And we have 400,000 coaches in the network. we are 1/10 of Team Beachbody. I want you guys to understand that. Like, that's a huge thing that you guys can talk about how much support it is, how big and fast this team is growing, and that your friends want to be a part of this because you're in it for the long run, right? You don't want your friends 5 years from now saying, why didn't you tell me about this? Why didn't you let me be a part of this with you guys before we take this thing to like 500,000, right? So you want to be talking to them about it right now and making sure that you are making plans to get to Summit as well. And I want you to know almost every coach I know that's gone to Summit barely made it financially there. Like, they winged it. They drove like 2 days, some of them. I know stories of like 10 people in one hotel room in Vegas with people sleeping in a sleeping bag in the bathtub. Okay? Like, we'll figure it out. If you get there, there's going to be somewhere for you to sleep. They'll team up together and you'll make it happen, and it's going to be one of the greatest experiences of your life. So we want you there. The same thing goes with like Super Saturday. Imagine taking a selfie at the group workout in the morning. They shut down Broadway in Nashville, where all the music, all the band venues are, and they work out 25,000 people in the street in the morning. Imagine a selfie with 25,000 people behind you. Your friends are going to be like, oh my gosh, Stephanie, what is this thing that you're doing? By the way, shout out to Stephanie, brand new Emerald coach this morning. Awesome work. Super proud of that. But yeah, aside from that, I had to say it because I just saw you there, all smiling and happy. So yeah, Summit, we want to make sure that you guys get registered to go there, as well as your Super Saturday. I also want to announce right now, we're leaving for the cruise tomorrow. But Lindsay Matway's, there should be a call still on Wednesday, and I'm buying an internet package. I'm not going to be able to answer a ton of questions, but I'm going to do my 3 vital behaviors while I'm on the cruise, an hour a day in the morning before I go to the workout. So that way I'll pop into the groups and put the link for the Wednesday call when I see Lindsay put it up. And then, so that'll be Wednesday. And then Thursday night, we have Lisa Matthews, who asked a question and then she got invited by me. She said, hey, what are we doing about the team call Thursday? And I said, hey, how about you do a coach opportunity call for the team? So Lisa Matthews is stepping outside of her comfort zone and will be leading a coach opportunity call. So you guys have an entire week to invite every single friend, family member, cousin, neighbor, prospect, challenger to listen to Lisa, share her story and how cool Beachbody is and why they should be a part of Beachbody. So that'll be next Thursday night on this same link. Same phone number, same link. If you have anybody interested in Beachbody, Lisa's going to explain it with a slideshow. Man, this is so many announcements. I want to go over, I'm going to go over them. So you guys know I'm a part of the CAB, the Coach Advisory Board. There's 8 coaches in the company. They recently came out with some new announcements. I'm not going to go over all the details, but I want you to be aware of what they are. Specifically one of them, because we're going on the Success Club cruise, flying out tomorrow for that. The first one is, like, we came up with the rules and regulations and whatever for registering for the 2018 trip registration, right? So I know that's in the future, but it involves what you do right now for that trip. And I'm going to read it so that you guys have all the information on that. But I also want you guys to know I posted it in the Team Dynasty page, and I posted it in the Scottie's Personally Sponsored Coach page. And I will also send it out in the weekly email that I send out. You guys see an email on Sunday nights or Monday mornings from me with like the team calls. Okay. If you don't, check your spam and mark me as a safe sender because I always throw stuff in there every Sunday night for you guys. I'm going to read it real quick to you guys. Oh, I have to look over here. I can't slide it over when the screen's full. Here's the rules for that. And I want to read them because it involves like getting our butts to work right now. This is how you register. So the updated registration process to align with key productivity metrics. Rather than have an open registration as we have in the past couple of years, coaches will be invited to register based on the following process. So before anybody could register, you didn't have to really earn the cruise, which was kind of weird to me. So we've helped change it so that you have to earn this cruise. And I want you guys going on the next ones in the future. Raise your hand if you want to go on these trips with us in the future, right? So it's important that you learn this right now and start working towards it. So how it works is, rather than have open registration we've done in the past, coaches will be invited to register based on the following process. At will, have set timeframes in which to register. The first set of invitations to register will go out to our 2016 Elite and Premier coaches. So if you want to be first to register, work on getting Elite, which is 2-star diamond and all the Elite points you need, or that's Premier, and Elite is 5-star diamond. So that's one way to be the first to register. The next set of invitations will go out to Success Club All-Star Legends. So people who qualify for Success Club 12, our Success Club all 12 months of 2015 and 2016. So Success Club 5 every month gets you in the second registration, right? So it's not like everybody jump on at once. So Success Club 5 monthly will get you in that registration. The next set of invitations go out to all paid 5-star diamond and above coaches as of December 28th of 2016. The next set of invitations will go to the top 100 Success Starter status based on total Success Club points in 2016. So what that means is like Justin Vincent, Tori Lee, I think, got Success Starter. The Success Starters that hit Success Club, their first 3 months of their since starting, the top 100, if Justin and Tori are in this group of people that hit Success Starter, having the most Success Club points, the top 100 for that year, you'll get invited next onto the Success Club trip. That makes sense? It's all written out clearly too. So the remaining invitations will then be sent to coaches based on ranking calculated by total Success Club points in 2016. So then it will go on total amount of Success Club points earned this year. So like let's say Lisa Matthews has 200 Success Club points for the entire year. She's gonna that's gonna be a really high number. She'll most likely be one of the first in that list. So the more Success Club points basically you have this year, the higher chance you're gonna have of getting to register. So that's so that you get to register when they announce that in early 2017. And then there's some rules on it. There's some more things for registration, but I'll let you guys read that. So basically what I wanted to get the point to this year is like if you want to register to get on the next trip after because we're already working towards the Dominican one, but if you want to work towards the next one, it's important that you work hard this year. Like that's a new thing. It used to be just the year you're working towards. Like you got to work hard this year to be able to register for it. Is that clear? And then, because I want you guys to be able to register for that. And then, of course, to keep your registration, you have to continue that activity of Success Club throughout the next year, which if you do Success Club 5 every month this year, you're going to continue that behavior anyway. So there's nothing really to worry about. So I want to just announce that. And then the next thing, I will make a video about it. It's about Elite and Premier and Leadership Ladder. So I won't talk about that now on this call, but just know it's in the team. I put it in the files of Team Dynasty and in the files of Scottie's PS Coach page. You can go read all the details there. Okay, whew, that was the most news we've ever done, 18 minutes. And here I have a goal of a 30-minute call nowadays. Okay, here we go. So like you guys have heard my story about, if you haven't, go back and listen to the National Wake Up Call about facing your grizzly. It was about an experience I had facing a grizzly at close range at like 30 yards this past year. And I came up with an analogy of why one time I was not afraid and the first time I was crapping my pants. So what came to be was I realized that the second time I had a team, I had people with me, I had better protection, or let's call them tools, and we'll relate it, better tools. And then the third one was that I had a reason. I had my dad and my friend with me, and right, you do anything you can to protect somebody that you love. So those are the three things. So with that being said, I relate that to Team Beachbody on facing your fears, facing your grizzly. That's kind of my motto for this team. And, relating that to Beachbody is we have the tool, those three things. If you have those three things, you can face any fear that you have, right? Or have the courage to face those fears. And the number one thing is you guys have a team. Like you guys are right here. If you guys were here like 15 minutes before this call, they were chatting and sharing with each other, sharing ideas, tips, getting to know each other. Like it's here for you to be able to engage with and participate and learn from and have the support of a team. It's here for you. You've got to be willing to come get it like you guys are right now. So you have the team. You have all the tools and training and resources in the world, right? I've shared every secret I know about Beachbody in over 1,200 videos. Plus other coaches have done that. Plus the Coach Online Office is actually amongst network marketing companies, has one of the best distributor training systems from the corporate side. So we have all the tools and training we need. So the third thing is your reason or your why. And that's something I hope you're really working hard on. My reason and my why was my family, was bringing my wife home from work. And that's still the same story that I'm telling every single day. So one of the things I see, and I told you that my point and my purpose of this call today is I want you guys to face some fears that a lot of us are facing. And it's getting our story out there. Talking about our vulnerabilities, talking about our weaknesses, focusing on your strengths, right? And using those to your advantage, but not being afraid of sharing the things that you're not bad at, or the things that there's those things in your mind that, like, if I share that, like, people won't want to follow me, or they'll look at me. I'm trying to be this health and fitness expert. Or like for me, like I'm trying to share, analogies from the Bible and relate them to leadership, right? That's something I'm doing almost every morning. So inside you have these fears, like, I shouldn't share that I was an alcoholic, or I shouldn't share that, I was a drug addict and lived, and did cocaine and slept on the floor of a drug house with 20 other people for $20 a month in a sleeping bag, right? If I share that, how could I talk about God and leadership from the Bible? Like, people, those are the kinds of things I'm talking about. You have these things in your head. You're like, I can't do that because people think this, or people will judge me that. And I had those in the beginning. I wanted to get some of that stuff out, but I was afraid people at church would be like, wait, you went on a mission for this church, and then you're an alcoholic and you're doing drugs and all these things after that? Like, who would want to follow you? Like who do you think you are to be out there talking about that? Like, those were the things I thought people would be saying about me, right? Has anybody felt like that? Like, if I talk about this or that, people are going to judge me? Or, and raise your hand if that's held you back from posting some things that you think you should post. Okay, so my purpose and what I want from you guys today is that you guys share something on your public Facebook wall tomorrow, Friday, that you've been afraid to share because you think people will judge you. Okay? And I see Angela's face, because I want you guys to know that it's not going to be that bad. It seems scary. And I have to give a shout out to Amy Contreras and her daughter, Katie. Katie shared some things about being a rape victim on her face. Well, first she didn't put it on Facebook public. She put it in our Coach Basic. I did a challenge, like, share some of your story and your why on a video and put it on Facebook, and then upload it directly to YouTube as well. And she put it into the team page, and I watched it, and I cried. When I was doing the dishes, I was watching all my Coach Basics video. I had it up on the windowsill watching the videos while I was doing dishes. And I was like, it was powerful. It reached me. Like, it touched me. Like, if I didn't know anything about Beachbody, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, she's showing so much strength, sharing that, and how health and fitness and wanting to become strong. I'm like, I want to know what she's doing. Like, I get the chills thinking about that, right? But how many people would be afraid to put that out there because you'd be judged, or people will think about you, right? But that's, like, I'm not saying you have to share your most dramatic story, but when you share things about your life, that's when you make real human connections. And this business is about real human connections, okay? So my goal today is that you guys find something that you're vulnerable about or been scared to post about. And I want you to either write like a heartfelt post, maybe a selfie of yourself, and then write a post about it. But if you want a bonus point, remember back in school, if you want extra credit, make a video, because I can tell you that the video will have a bigger impact, and I can tell you 100% that it's going to get seen by probably 300 more people than just a photo wheel or a status wheel, okay? So write that down tomorrow, Friday, share something. And it could be like that you've struggled your whole life as a binge eater, or you've had anorexia, or you've had whatever it is that you've been afraid to talk about. And share how Beachbody and this team of people is helping you overcome some of those things, okay? So that's my goal for you guys, and what I want you guys to do. And I know it's scary. Just like when I had to face that I went running towards an 800-pound grizzly bear, okay? That's scary. But it wasn't so scary because I knew that there was 2 other men within 100 yards of me that could help protect me and hold me up if something went south, right? So the same thing goes, like, You guys have, how many people are on this call? We have 33 people on here that will lift you up if you need it, or support you, or comment on it, or tag us, and we will support you in that new experience that you're gonna experience with that. So, okay, you guys got that? Raise your hand if you're committed to doing it, and you get to choose what it is. You don't have to do like your worst thing. Like I slowly worked up to the deeper things. I started with small things and slowly worked up. So don't worry about sharing your biggest, darkest secret. You don't have to do that. But I want you guys sharing something that you've been afraid to share in the public, in social media. Like I said, video, you're going to have a bigger impact because they're going to see your emotion. They're going to see who you are, and they're going to feel it more than reading a post. And guys, I started doing videos because at the beginning, I couldn't write very good. It took me so long to write a post because I was not a writer that it took me so long. So I was like, screw this. I'm going to start making videos because it's so much easier. Like I have all these great ideas in my mind and I just don't know how to put them onto paper or onto a Facebook post. That's why I started doing videos. And what I saw is it made the biggest impact on people. It made people say like, I like this. This guy's like me. I like this guy. Like I could work with this guy. So video. So what I want to do to help give you guys a little bit of courage, a little bit more courage to do this, is the expert at something was once a beginner. Think about anything you've ever done in your life where you first started, okay? I remember, so I'm the guy that gets on his snowboard and jumps off cliffs and spins 720s and does backflips and front flips and all that stuff. You guys should see the first day I went snowboarding. Like I couldn't sit down for like 2 weeks and my board never left the ground except to go above my head when I fell and started rolling down the mountain. Okay, like that's how it starts, and you fall a lot, right? I think about like how many shots Michael Jordan had to have taken before he became one of the world's best basketball player, right? How many shots did he have to take? How many times did he have to fail? Okay, think of everybody like that that's done something great. They once started as a beginner, like many of you guys are today. So to do that, I want to show you guys. I'm going to share my screen. So if you guys could raise your hand when you see my screen, I'm going to show you guys two things. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, let me find something else. Okay, here's my website, okay? You look at this website, and it's going to be a little bit slow because we're streaming this call live. You know, it's got these banners here, free Beachbody coach, take the Beachbody challenge. I've simplified it. I put two. It's got like this become a coach tab. It's got coach training with my 60 coach basics videos. It's got our last diamond push group training calls. So anybody can go in and listen to those. It's got all of our team recordings. This team call, when it's done, when it's uploaded to YouTube, I'll go in tomorrow morning and I'll put it in here. I even have the national wake up calls archived in my blog, right? From the site. I have all of our coach opportunity calls and then another star diamond training. I got these highlighted fancy looking posts. And then I got my purpose statement here. I got a click right here for people to get a Shakeology sample. I got a click for someone to become a coach. I have blog posts like 4 a week. My hammer and chisel results, right? All of this looks pretty nice and pretty professional, right? How many of you guys would like to have a nice looking blog that people can find on you? Like they can go to Google. Like I'll show you what happens just so you guys can see. So this is the blog. But if someone can go to google.com and I'm sharing some of my secrets right here if you're really paying attention to what I'm doing. Best Beachbody coaches. So someone searches for the best Beachbody coaches. The first post comes up is ScottieHobbs.com. The next one is Beachbody contact info. And then there's some other ones. Then one of my Google Plus. So this comes up, right? So a lot of people say, that's luck. That's luck. It's lucky you did that. It's lucky that's something there. That is something that I've worked on by writing 3 to 5 blog posts every single week. Okay? But what I want to show you guys about this blog is, raise your hand if you want to see my blog, my first blog. In my first blog, basically all I did was I imported all my blog posts into this one. When I was finally ready to make a nice looking blog, like I was in the habit of hitting Success Club, building a team. I was like, okay, I want a better looking blog. I want to look more professional. I took my old crappy blog the beginner blog, and I just transferred all the posts over into my new blog, and then started getting better, one day at a time over the course of 5 years. But here's what the first blog looked like. Okay. Scottie's over the top.blogspot.com. This is it. It's got this P90X banner in the background. Like, I talk to people about marketing yourself. I'm marketing P90X logos on here, man. Look at my blog posts, okay? This is an entire blog post. I cannot wait for Summit. And then I embedded a video in there. Power half hour, broke the mold. I don't even know what I'm talking about here. I shared a P90X video from the Coach Online office, right? These are my blog posts. Like, really short and simple. Basically, all I did was take an image, upload it, and quote something. Nothing from my own mind, right? I just copy and pasted stuff. Shared some results, obviously, like this. But this is what I was blogging. See, I started in April of 2011. This is in June of 2011. So a few months in, I'm making these blog posts, and they sucked, right? So I'm talking about the expert at something was once a beginner. So this is what it looked like in the beginning. So, but the thing was, I started sharing, getting stuff out there. Like, this is the dumbest blog post I've ever seen in my entire life. It's me flexing and me doing the flag at the park. Like, that's a dumb blog post. It adds no value to anybody. But I was trying to get myself out there and starting. So, that's an example of, and now this is what it looks like now. This is what a blog post looks like compared to in the beginning. Right, sharing one of our friends, Anthony Green's success. I've embedded a video in there. I've got a link to learn how to become a Beachbody coach. So it's real professional looking right now, right? So the message I want to give you, or want you to get from this, and especially the next one I give, is just like your video you're going to make tomorrow about your vulnerability, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'll go over what I expect from it at the end of this call. And some rules I want to make for you as you make it, so that you don't spend 5 hours making a 2-minute video, okay? But just realize that this is how crappy mine looked in the beginning. So, and I worked on that kind of hard. So it takes time. It takes time to get good at what you're doing. So the next thing I'm going to do is specifically with our challenge that I have for you guys, to go out and to start getting your story out there more, making videos, and getting your message out there on Facebook. So here it is. We're going to watch this video. It's my first video of myself. So I don't want you to be mistaken. I made other videos, but they were like kind of like what, some of them were really good. Kind of like Lisa Matthews made a great video of her doing the workout moves. It's all speeded up. It's got words coming across the screen about how she felt. Very powerful. Like, I teared up watching that. That's a powerful thing. And I did some of those before, but this is the first time I got in front of a camera and it was like, hey, this is what I'm doing. And some of you guys are brand new. Guys, I made this video in December. So I was a coach for 8 months before I did my first selfie video. So I always want to make sure that you guys, give you guys little shortcuts, right? I wish I would have made videos in month 1. So take note of that. Wish I would have made videos in month 1. But I'm going to let you guys watch my video. It kind of looks like a hostage video. Like I'm on CNN and there's some guys to the side that you can't see with some AK-47s. And that's what it looks like. That's what it feels like. That's what I felt like. That's what I feel like when I watch it. But I want you guys to watch this just to know that the beginner, because I have 1,200 videos now. Like, I can confidently throw up my camera right now and make a video while you guys are watching me. I can make a video right now and be super confident. But I want you guys to see what it looked like in the beginning so that you're not afraid to make your first video or get your video out tomorrow. So here it goes. Enjoy. And I'll make sure to read the comments.
All right, I'm Scottie Hobbs. I've been a Beachbody coach now for 8 months with Team Dynasty, and it has been probably some of the best months I've ever had in my entire life. I'm not going to say they were the easiest months I've ever had because, it's a lot of work to go out and help people reach their goals, but it's something that I'm very passionate about and that I love to do. this past year, my life has changed completely, and the life of my family financially. Before I became a coach, the past 5 years, I've worked 12 hours a day and 5-6 hours on Saturday mornings, and my wife works evenings at a hotel, and I come home from work, I grab the kids, and she takes off to work, and we see each other on the weekends. And just to have this opportunity to be a coach, and where I will be working from home and with my family all of the time, and not have my wife at work, it's just amazing to me that this is something that I can do, that I am extremely passionate about. And that's why I work so hard as a coach, and try to help so many people, as many as I possibly can, reach their health goals and their fitness goals, and if they desire, help them become a coach themselves and to pay it forward to other people. And it's just been an amazing ride, and that's why I do what I do. I love sharing my passion with other people, and how Beachbody has changed my life.
Oh, wow. Okay, I was answering a question. How about that video, huh? So that looks like a beginner, huh? I remember I was so scared. I think I went to the bathroom like 5 times before I made that video, because Lindsay wanted me to make it because she was doing a testimonial video of her coaches and what they were doing. Like, I was so nervous. I was like, my palms were sweating. I'm pale in that video. Like, I'm white pale. Like, I'm pale, like almost a faint. That's how scared I was. So, and guys, I was 8 months into my coach journey. So remember that the expert is something was once a beginner. Okay?
Hobbs,
once a beginner.
Scott.
Oh, I probably have another video going in.
Hobbs, we had your...
Carl was talking to me. 1 second.
We had Lindsay Matway on before. Your team is represented.
Okay. That was from like a surge call interview with Carl. My YouTube kept playing. Okay, so I was so scared. But I did it, and I was like, oh, that wasn't so bad. But what I want you guys to know is that video, I watched it, and I did it over and over and over and over and over, and it took me like 3 hours, okay? 3 hours to make that video. So take note of this. I'm going to hit on it again at the end. When you make your video, I do not want you to watch it. If you think you're going to judge yourself, or say like, oh, my eyes, I was blinking too much, or I look funny, or I do weird faces, or any of that stuff, absolutely do not watch it. So, and I'm going to tell you guys something. This is like one of those vulnerability things. Like, my whole life I struggled with self-esteem. That's what got me in trouble with drugs. That's why I started playing the guitar, because I wanted to fit in. That's why I tried to be cool and be a skater and snowboarder, because I wanted to fit in, right? So, like, when I started making videos, I didn't watch them because I didn't like what I sounded like on the video. I didn't like what I looked like. And it wasn't even until about 6 months ago that I watched one of my videos. I want you guys to let that sink in. Like, since that first video, all these selfie videos you see me make, 1,200 of them, I never watched a single one of them for 4.5 years. Like, I'm outside or I'm downstairs, and I hit the video, and then I go to my little app. I go to my photos here. Like, if this is a video of me with baby Malik, I just hit the little share button at the bottom, and it pops up the YouTube. I hit the YouTube button, and I upload it to YouTube, and I set my phone down, and I go drink my shake after my workout. Like, that's what I do. And then I come back later, and I edit it, but I don't watch it. I go in and, like, edit the title and all of that stuff. So that's what I want you guys to know about videos is do not watch them if you're going to judge yourself, because you'll keep yourself from getting them out there. Think about if I would have let myself, after watching that video or judging myself, looking at that video, that first one I just showed you guys, and never made another video again. Like, I would not have this business that I have today. I would not have it, because I would have never made videos, and I never would have reached many of you guys who have joined my team because you watched a video and you're like, oh my gosh, I think this is the answer to my prayers. Like, what I've been trying to figure out about my life. I think this guy knows what I should do. And then you email me, and then I call you, and we talk about it, and you join the team. Okay? None of that would be happening at the level it does right now if it wasn't for making those videos. And the same goes for the posts that I make on Facebook, the posts that I write in my blog, and the video. All three of those combined together. So Raise your hand if you're a little bit nervous about this little assignment we're going to do. Good. That's what I like to see. Because I want to challenge you guys. I want you guys to get your stories out there. And just like I said, it's like, think of it like, get yourself in this mind of this is your business. Like, think of it as you don't have the light of the sign on. The front door is locked. The front door is locked on this business for you until you open up. I want you to think of that analogy. Your business is not open until you open up. Okay? Open up yourself and who you are to other people so they can trust you and connect with you, because this is a relationship business. And when they can trust you on that level, that's when they're going to start posting. So Tori has a question. That's all I'm going to teach right now. I'll recap kind of the assignment at the end, but I'm going to answer some of these questions while we have you guys here. Tori asks. You know when a word doesn't sound right? Tori asked me a question. It says, where is it? Let me find it. Are we posting these new videos on Facebook and YouTube? Okay, directly upload it to YouTube. So if you don't have a YouTube channel, you're going to create one. Go to youtube.com, put your email in, create a password, then you have an account. Upload your video there. And then also directly upload your video. Don't copy the link to YouTube and post it on Facebook. Don't do that. Like, directly upload it. Like, you know what I mean, right? Go to your Facebook wall, hit the little camera button, upload the video. And the reason is, I'm going to explain this to you, and this is kind of a more in-depth training. Facebook is a social media platform. YouTube is a content platform, okay? So let me give you an example. So if I make a video, I'll use a specific example. I make a video called Shakeology While Nursing. Gabby and I made one about Shakeology while nursing and pregnant. It had 100, like, it got shared like 1,000 times. It got seen by like 107,000 people. Had a tons of likes. And here's what happened. 4 days later, I've never seen that video again. Like, nobody comments on it. Nobody likes it. It was like, bam, here it is. And then it's gone. It's like gone forever, right? You can scroll through your pictures and photos and find it, but it's pretty much gone. Now, YouTube or Google, like a blog, for example, that's a content platform, a searchable content platform. So if you put your video on there or you write a blog post, it's searchable. So if someone searches Shakeology while pregnant and nursing, it can pop up in the Google search and people can find you that are complete strangers. That's a powerful thing. So that's why, so there was another question in there. Do I upload it to YouTube or put it on Facebook? What I do, I put every video I ever make onto YouTube, and then I pick a select few shorter ones. Like today, I put a 1-minute video on Facebook, but it's also on my YouTube. So I maybe do 7 a week on YouTube or 5 a week on YouTube, and then I do 1 a week on Facebook. I put one of those that I think is the most powerful, or that people can connect with that aren't coaches to find prospects, right? I put that one on Facebook to see if some people will share it and add some value to people, and expand my network in that way. So that's why I want you guys to do it both on YouTube and your Facebook. So while we're talking about content platform versus a social media platform, the same thing goes kind of like with Instagram, Facebook, the same thing. You make an awesome post, it's gone the next day or the next 2 days. If you make an awesome blog post, it lives forever. Like, I know some of my coaches have found me by searching, how do I live a happier life? They're miserable, and they get on Google and they search, how do I live a happier life? And I have a blog post titled, how do I live a happier life? And I give 7 tips or whatever with me and my kids smiling, and I share 7 tips about nutrition, surrounding yourself with good people, having people that challenge you, right? And that was put on my blog. But here's the cool thing. That sounds like a lot of work, but that's what I do every day on Facebook anyway. I try to teach something. All I do when I get those ideas is I read, and then I post. I write a post about it, and I teach it. If it gets good engagement, so this is how I blog. This is honestly how I blog, so you guys know. If my Facebook post gets good engagement, I know people liked it, and it's something that they enjoy. So I copy it because I already did the work, and then I upload it into a blog post. Does that make sense? So it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So the same thing with my YouTube videos. All of it goes on to YouTube, but if I get something I think that would get some traction or attract some people on Facebook, I'll upload it to Facebook as well. Okay. So here's the thing that's going to be hard. You're going to make your first video, or you're going to make a blog, a Facebook post. You're going to do a little selfie of you and your kids. You're going to share about how your kids have been in daycare, and you don't want your kids in daycare. Like, you feel guilty as a mother having someone else raise your kids, because that's one, right? That's a vulnerability people don't want to talk about. So you make this blog, this post or whatever, and you share it. I don't want that to be the only one. Like, you open the door, you got to open the door every day. You don't have to share a ton of things, but just share your life openly every single day after that. And it's a hard thing, because I know how it is. Someone said, how do I get my videos viewed? Guys, I made videos for an entire year when I made that first one. And Angela, I saw that. Look, Angela's made like 25 videos in like 2 weeks since starting. So like, boom, she's like doing product reviews. She's sharing parts of her stories. Like, I know if she continues that for a year, she's going to be a top recruiter on this team. I'm just telling you. But here's the thing. You're going to make videos and you're going to get like 3 views, 9 views, 11 views. It's going to be 6 months later and you're still working hard making videos or writing blog posts. You're like, 15 views, 3 views. It must be my mom and my sister again watching my video. Or I literally sat in my cubicle in the background. I would put my video on and I would play it, and I'd hit refresh and I'd play it again, and I'd play it again in the background trying to get myself views. That was me in 2011 with my transformation video. It didn't work too well. But where I'm saying is, and Gary Vaynerchuk talks about this. He talks about, if you listen to Gary Vaynerchuk on YouTube, he talks about people start a business and they start building content, because he talks about content on platforms, and whether it's Snapchat or Instagram or whatever. He talks about these people with business ideas and plans, and they've been working. He said, I've been doing this for an entire year and I still don't have what I want. And he says he deletes those emails because it takes much longer than 1 year to build rapport and to make yourself like an expert in something. So it's going to take much longer than a year to be able to build. The same thing goes with your consistency on Facebook, with your engagement, like engaging people in questions. Same thing will go with blogging. It's going to take time. And talk about helping you guys have that transference of belief. You guys saw my first blog, and you guys saw my first YouTube video. Melanie Mitchell has been top coach. She's a part of our team in our downline. Not sponsored by me, but she's a part of our team. And she's a top coach the last 2 years in a row. It was like 7 or 8 months, I can't remember exactly, that she blogged every single day about recipes and nutrition before she ever got one single prospect. Okay, let that sink in. How many of you guys would give up after every day blogging for 7 months and not get one prospect? Raise your hand. I want to be honest so we can help correct this thinking. Okay, Angela, you want to? You're like, okay. But what I can tell you now, she is one of the top recruiters in the company, top coach in the company, and every single one of our coaches, who she has $1 million earners, she has 15-star diamonds, she has multiple elite coaches, all came from her blog. And it's not even a paid blog. It's still a blogspot.com. Melanie Mitchell at blogspot.com, like my first one. It's just better blog posts. But it took 7 to 8 months before she got her very first prospect. Okay? So that's why Gary Vaynerchuk says, if someone comes to me a year and says, my business isn't where I want it to be yet, and I've been working at this, hustling, working every day on my grind for an entire year, and it's not where it should be, he doesn't even open that. He says he deletes the email. He doesn't even want to help somebody that thinks it's going to happen in just 1 year to build this big business that they want to build in a year. So with that being said, I have to share with you, you have to be, consistent. You have to be consistent. And I'm going to give it to you guys super simple. And I think it's Les Brown that talks about this. If you want to amaze your customers and your prospects and your team and your organization, all it takes is being the person that shows up every single day. That's so rare. Like I said at the beginning of the call, it's so rare. So when you're making your videos or you're writing your blog posts or you're whatever it is, if it's Instagram, it's Instagram. If it's a like page, it's a like page. If it's a blog, it's a blog. If it's YouTube, it's YouTube. But whatever it is, you've got to stay consistent, and you got to be just as excited about it a year from now as you are right now. Like, can you guys tell? I'm excited tonight. I didn't even take E&E tonight, and I'm excited about this business, right? And this, I see Garrett smiling there. I have to say something funny because we're all a team and family. Garrett busted me at the spa today. He drove by. He's like, "What's your truck doing at the spa, man?" I was like, "I'm getting a massage, man. I'm going on a cruise surrounded by beachbody coaches. They're going to ask me questions all day. I need to relax." Totally busted me. So, anyhow, let's get back to the point. It's going to take being consistent on whatever platform you choose, but that's your assignment today. Your assignment, like I'm your teacher. If you want to grow your business and open the doors to your business, you're going to open up tomorrow. So your task, if you're willing to grow and expand, is to make a video, a selfie video, put it up like this, reverse the camera, put it to the video, hit record. No, don't even edit it. You can even hold it and be like, "Hey, this is Garrett. I just want to talk about something." And Garrett did an awesome video today in his truck talking about an experience from high school, about being the small guy and about when he went to he talked about going to try out for basketball. And he walked into the gym and the coach told him he couldn't even try out because he was too small. And when he went to the first game, the starting point guard was the same size as him. And he talked about how that affected him. So that's opening up about something, right? About his life. So that's what I'm talking about, doing stuff like that. So tomorrow you're going to make a video. I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of direction about how to do it. You're going to answer 3 questions. So you're going to say, "This is what my life was like before Beachbody." And this is basically what I teach my new coaches on, how to tell your story, but we're going to add a little twist to it. "This is what my life was like before Beachbody." Number 2, "This is how my life has changed since starting Beachbody." And number 3, "This is why I'm a coach. This is why I'm working hard on my transformation, and this is why I want to help other people." So if you guys saw in my short little video, I was like rocking like this, all pale, and I was like, I'm going to work really hard, and that's why I'm going to help as many people as possible, because I want to be able to do this. I know that if I help enough people, I can come home from my job and I can do this full time, right? That's what my video kind of looked like. So I was sharing, like, I wanted to bring my wife home and I wanted to do this as well as my full-time career. So I shared that. So I want to know in your video those 3 things, but add a little twist into it where you share something for example, you can share, like, a vulnerability thing would be like, so my why and my story I tell to every person I talk to the phone about is, I would say, "Hey, before Beachbody I was lazy, blah, blah, blah. I lost 38 pounds. I talk about the change. I lost 38 pounds. But the coolest thing about it that really impacted me is that my whole life I struggled with self-esteem. And my self-esteem issues led me into making decisions to try to fit in, which led into drinking, led into smoking pot, led into at one point in my life when I started doing cocaine. And I all did it to fit in because I had problems with my own, self-image, and I didn't know how to be myself and express myself. And by drinking and by doing drugs, I was expressing. It was the only way that I felt I could express myself. And the coolest thing about Team Beachbody and what it's done for my life is not only am I getting healthier and helping other people, hit their health and fitness goals, and the fact that I'm going to bring my wife home from work by helping you and everybody else get great results through these programs. But what it's done for me is it's saved my life. Like, it's gave me this opportunity to learn about myself through having mentors and through reading books. It's given me the confidence to be myself without substance. And I don't think you can put a price on that. And that's why I'm super excited about sharing my life and my workouts and what I'm doing so boldly on Facebook and on video with you guys. Okay? So I'm inviting you, if you struggle with that, or if you need to get healthy, or if you hate your job, or if you work too many hours, or if you're that guy that's taking all the overtime shifts, or if your kid's in daycare, I'm inviting you to talk to me about it, because I'm doing this and I want to help you as well. Okay? So that would be an example of a video, right? Did you see how I threw in a little bit of vulnerability in there? So I did the 3 questions, but I threw in a little bit of vulnerability. That's when they're going to connect with you, is when you share those things. So Okay, that's what we're going to do. Keep it super simple, like our team call last week with Julie Voris. Remember, this business is simple. Drink your shake, push play. What's the next one? Read your personal development and talk to 2 new people a day. Like, just meet new people and share your story with them. And this is the beginning of you sharing your story and getting it out there, okay? So I'm excited to see them. I will be traveling to the cruise tomorrow, but I'm not working my business like I normally work my business. I'm not going to sit down and work 6 hours. So I'm going to be traveling on the plane at the airport. I'm going to have my phone open. So if I'm tagged in any of those videos, I want to come on and watch it while I'm in the airport and comment on it, okay? So if you want to get some views or some comments, or so your friends can see, like, you'll see any of my coaches make a video. I'm like, dude, you're an awesome coach. You're an amazing friend. Thank you for sharing this with me. And that's what the team's for. We're here to help you guys get seen and help more people to see your story. So thank you guys for hopping on tonight. And I want you guys on these trips with us in the future, okay? Okay. I love you guys. Thanks for hopping on, and have an incredible week. And remember to invite people. These people that watch your video, you're inviting them to listen to Lisa talk next Thursday night. It's perfect. Getting your story out there. Invite everybody that comments on it and likes it to come learn about what it's like from Lisa. There you go. Okay. See you guys later.